Imagine a man so powerful that entire nations pause when he moves, yet he rarely speaks. He doesn't post, doesn't flaunt. While the world is busy chasing likes and headlines, he moves in absolute silence. And the silence? It commands more respect than a million words ever could. Welcome to the mysterious world of Sultan Haytham bin Tariq Al Said, the quiet monarch of Oman who runs a trillion-dollar empire from behind the shadows. You see, while other rulers love the spotlight, Sultan Haytham operates like a ghost in a palace. He became Sultan on January 11th, 2020, after the passing of his cousin, the legendary Sultan Qaboos. But don't let the quiet demeanor fool you. This man controls one of the most tightly run monarchies in the Middle East, and his influence reaches way beyond his desert kingdom. Born on October 11th, 1955, in Muscat, Sultan Haytham wasn't just handed power, he earned it. He studied at Oxford, speaks fluent English, and has always had one foot in tradition and the other in the modern world. Before becoming Sultan, he served in key roles like Minister of Heritage and Culture for almost 2 decades, and Secretary General of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Basically, he was the man behind the curtain until it was time to take center stage. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Oman may not be the richest Gulf nation, but under Sultan Haytham, it's certainly one of the most stable. While oil and gas are the country's backbone, accounting for around 60% of its exports, he's been quietly shifting gears. Think renewable energy, tech, tourism. It's all part of Oman Vision 2040, a plan he personally oversaw. In 2023, he inked a $35 billion investment deal with the UAE. That's not just business. That's soft power, royal diplomacy, and long-term play for independence in a region full of volatility. But let's pull back the curtain on the lifestyle of this silent ruler. While billionaires race around in flashy private jets, Sultan Haytham rules the skies with his own airborne kingdom, the Royal Flight of Oman. At the heart of this fleet, a $200 million Boeing 747-8 BJ, nicknamed Nesnus. This isn't a plane, it's a flying fortress. We're talking gold-plated walls, leather interiors, private bedrooms, and high-level security operation centers. When he flies, it's not just travel, it's a strategic projection of power. Supporting that jumbo are a collection of smaller J-8S Airbus A319s and A320s for regional trips, and a Gulfstream G550 for fast, quiet global moves. Add in a Eurocopter Super Puma helicopter, always ready for short trips or emergencies. And you've got a full-blown Royal Air Force designed not for war, but for presence. And then there's the sea. Sultan Haytham owns not one, but 2 of the most elite yachts in the world. The Folk Al Salama and Al Said. These are not your typical billionaire toys. These are floating embassies. The Folk Al Salama, translated as Ship of Peace, is worth over $500 million. It has meeting rooms, medical suites, helipads, and a beach club. The Al Said, built in Germany for $300 million, is a floating palace featuring carved Omani wood, silk-lined lounges, and an onboard orchestra space. Yes, an actual orchestra. These yachts aren't just indulgence, they're tools of diplomacy. Every time they dock in a foreign port, it sends a subtle but firm message. Oman is here, and we carry ourselves with dignity. But if you think they're royal, convoy ends there. Wait till you see what happens on land. Sultan Haytham's motorcade is less Hollywood, more precision military. His main ride? A Mercedes Maybach S600. It's ballistically armored and eerily quiet, just like the man himself. He also owns a Bugatti Chiron, Oman's fastest car, and a custom Rolls-Royce Phantom, used on formal occasions. Not to forget, there's the Bentley Bentayga, SUV bulletproof, luxurious, and reliable for any terrain. Every car is equipped with advanced defense systems. These aren't just status symbols, they're moving bunkers. Now let's talk about security. Because when you're this powerful, disappearing is often safer than being seen. Before the Sultan steps out of his palace, A dedicated security team is deployed to wherever he's going, sometimes hours, sometimes days in advance. They scan every building, trace exit routes, set up medical contingencies, and secure airspace. Once the royal convoy moves, the operation looks like something straight out of a Jason Bourne movie, helicopters overhead. Drones scanning traffic, and every move tracked in real time from mobile command posts. But here's what's amazing, it's all done silently. No blaring sirens, no public disruption, just a smooth, almost invisible operation. That's the Sultan's style efficiency without chaos. You see, Sultan Haytham is not interested in attention. His leadership is about presence, not performance. His rare public appearances are calculated for maximum impact. And when he doesn't appear, that absence speaks just as loudly. His power lies in that restraint, in showing up only when necessary and doing so with quiet command. Back in 2020, when Sultan Qaboos passed away, the people of Oman anxiously awaited the next ruler. The answer came from a sealed envelope. It revealed Haytham bin Tariq as the chosen successor, man who'd already served the country from behind the scenes for over 20 years. His loyalty to tradition and stability made him the natural fit, and once in power, he got to work fast. He reshaped government institutions, introduced reforms to increase transparency, created the role of crown prince, naming his own son, Dayazin, to the position, and expanded civil liberties in a country known for its discretion. And yet, he never sought applause. Because for him, leadership is service, not spectacle. Even his real estate tells a story. The iconic Al-Alam Palace in Muscat stands tall with its blue and gold columns, combining Islamic tradition with modern architecture. But that's only one of many. He owns secret retreats in Europe and Southeast Asia used strictly for diplomacy or deep retreat. These places are so secure and private, you wouldn't find them even if you tried. They're not for show, they're for purpose. And perhaps that's what makes Sultan Haytham stand out in today's world. We live in a time where leaders tweet every move, influencers live stream their breakfasts, and billionaires make headlines. Just for buying another yacht. But here's a man who could silence them all with just his presence. His power doesn't come from noise. It comes from heritage, composure, and unshakable confidence. While others chase the spotlight, he commands. The room by simply walking in. He's modernizing Oman. Yes. But he's doing it without breaking the soul of the country. And that balance, that's rare. His Oman is not racing blindly into the future. It's evolving with dignity, with roots still grounded in tradition, and a vision guided by thoughtful leadership, not reckless ambition. He isn't just a ruler, he's a guardian of his people, his heritage, and a style of leadership we see less and less in this loud digital world. Closing hook. So next time you hear the roar of a private jet or see headlines about a flashy prince somewhere, remember there's one man who doesn't need to make noise to prove his power. He rules in silence. But that silence, it echoes across borders. CT, if you found this story intriguing, don't forget to comment, and subscribe for more untold stories from the world of power, royalty, and everything they don't want you to know. Because behind every quiet throne, there's a kingdom watching.